Okay, we're going to take a couple look at some of the problems we were having on the Chapter 5 mid-shindig review that we took via quizzes. Okay, so there was a couple ones I saw that were common problems, and one of them was number 2. So let's take a look at number 2 here. All right, Mr. Mr. Keys made $90 an hour. What is unit rate? So remember, unit rate. Hold on one second. Remember, Mr. Zaire's got pins in his hands, so a lot of times it's very difficult for things touching the screens. All right, so unit rate, remember, is anything over 1, where the denominator is 1. Okay, so unit rate, and I'm just going to put x over 1. All right, so what we're trying to find here is the unit rate for how much money Mr. Keys makes in 1 hour. So I'm going to go ahead and here I'm going to put dollars, and that's going to be over hours. All right. Right now we know that he makes $90 for every 5 hours that he works. What we want to know is how much he makes for 1 hour. So once we have that kind of set up, we just have to cross product. And we get 5x is equal to 90. And that gives us an algebraic equation to solve algebraically. So we know we're multiplying 5 times x. All right. Well, so what we want to do is divide by 5 to get that x all by itself, or be 1x. So this would be 1x is equal to, and then 5 goes into 90. 5 goes into 9 one time. 1 times 5 is 5. Bring down the 4. 5 can't go into 4, so we're good there. We bring down the 0, and 5 goes into 40, 18. So we know that Mr. Kays makes $18 for every 1 hour he works. All right, so let's kind of move over here, and let's take a look at the next one I saw some troubles with. All right, that was number 11. So the scale of a map, says that 6 centimeters represents 15 kilometers. What distance on the map represents an actual distance of 6 kilometers? So let's go ahead and put kilometers over centimeters. Okay, what we have known is we have 15 kilometers is equal to 6 centimeters. Okay, what we don't know is when something is 6 kilometers, how many centimeters are it? Okay, again, we're going to go ahead and cross product. Okay, and we're going to get 36 is equal to 15x. Now remember, the variable can be on either side of the equation. That does not matter. All right, but we're going to go ahead and divide by 15 on both sides. That's going to get us down to 1x. Remember, Mr. Zaire in his hands. So remember, when you look at a fraction, 36 over 15, okay, that's the fraction we're looking at right there, 36 over 15. Remember, box top, okay? So if it's on top, it goes in the box when we divide, okay? So 15 goes into 36. Well, I know 15 goes into 36 2 times, giving me 30. I'm going to bring down 6. 15 obviously can't go into 6, so I'm going to have to go another place over, bring down that 0. Got a decimal point in the house, make sure it's on the roof, okay? So 15 goes into 60 4 times. 15 times 60, that gets us a 0. So we know x is 2.4. So 2.4 centimeters would be equal to 6 kilometers. Okay? We'll do the last one here now together. And that is, at a basketball camp, there should be a coach for every 8 players. If 272 players register for the camp, how many coaches should be there? All right, so that's kind of like a unit rate. So if we had players over coaches, we could create a unit rate of 8 players for every 1 coach. So we know if they register 272 players, we just don't know how many coaches we need. Real quick, cross product, 272 is equal to 8x. Again, I divide both sides by 8 because I want to get that variable all by itself. Okay, and then I set my long division up over here. Okay, box, remember this fraction, box top. So the top one goes in the box. All right, so 8, it goes in 27. I know 3 times because 8 times 3 is 24. It's going to give me 3. I'm going to bring down the 2. And 8 goes into 32 4 times. Whoop, excuse me for that. 4 times 8 is 32, gives me 0. All right, so I know that x is equal to 34. Or, for 272 players, I better have 34 coaches. Okay? So really all you want to answer there is 34 coaches. Okay, so if you have any questions, don't forget to email me or send me something on GoGuardian.